Hi everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Polly and I are back for another video. What? What do you want? It's my finger! Stop it! Why you gotta bite on my finger? Come on. Get off. I'm trying to make a video, you're not making it easy. Come on, off. Thank you. Don't mess with... She's gonna mess with the iPad is what she's doing. So, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about life on the road. The good, the bad, and the ugly. If you're not a trucker, if you don't have a trucker in your family or you're friends with one, you don't know some of these things. And especially if you're not a trucker, everything that you have in your possession, whether it's the electronic you're using right now, the makeup you put on in the morning, the deodorant, stop it, the clothes you put on, everything, the vehicle you drive, the water you drink, everything in your life at one point or another, a trucker carried it. And if you're not an owner-operator, the pay sucks. And if you're an owner-operator, depending where you're at, the pay sucks. Come on. No wonder these videos take forever. It's like trying to wrestle a 2-year-old. Okay, you can get down if you want down. But it's a lot of sacrifice. You spend a lot of time away from home. A company driver, for example, is expected to work 14 days to have 2 days off. 14 days away from home. Away from his family, away from his wife, his kids, husband and kids, spouse and kids, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter to me what you're into. It really doesn't. But it's 14 days away from your family for 2 days. In 10 years of trucking, a driver will have worked what an average 40-hour-a-week employee does in 35 years. We're the most regulated, ridiculously regulated organization in the world, in the country. We can't even unionize. After the strike, I can't remember, I think it was the 70s, we can't even unionize. But that's life. Me, I have a lot of ups and downs in my life because of trucking. I got 4 kids. My eldest is 14. He's autistic. He was considered Asperger's. I still consider him Asperger's. And they changed and took Asperger's off the spectrum and made it all under autism. He's a smart kid, ornery as hell. Smart kid, good kid. Has his issues. We all have our issues. We're all goofy, dumb, pain in the butt. All of us are like that. We all have dumb moments. We all say dumb things. We all insert foot in mouth from time to time. My oldest daughter, she's 12, 7th grade. My oldest son, almost said his name, is 14, 8th grade. My oldest daughter is a competition dancer, ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop. She's a pitcher for her softball team, and I don't know if they have if they're doing softball or school. I think they have softball at 7th grade middle school. They should. I don't know. If not, the summer team does it. This bird, I tell you what. Stop chewing on my driver's seat, please. Okay. All right. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You see? Chewing on me. She's also a volleyball player and a violinist. She's part of the youth orchestra for her middle school. Another bright kid, brighter than me, brighter than I can ever want to be. My youngest son is a wrestler. He is 10. And he also plays baseball and soccer, which I nothing against soccer. Nothing against NASCAR neither, but it's like back and forth, chasing in a circle. NASCAR is a great sport. I've just never been that into it. Now I'm sure it'd be a different experience and enjoyment if I was there. I'm sure that'd be a kick, you know what, moment, and it would be a lifetime experience. Stop. This bird, man. You got issues. It's like every 2 seconds I'm talking about this bird and not this video. My driver's seat's right behind the camera, and she likes to get on the armrest and crawl down and try to chew on the stitching. Then there's my youngest daughter. She is 4. She is also in dancing, and they call it the minis. She's just learning. I think she's a year into it, year and a half. And she is also a wrestler. She just started wrestling this year, and she's gotten 2 medals. Last week she got a medal, and this week she got a medal. She had a tournament today. My youngest son had a tournament yesterday. And that's some of the things I miss. I miss birthdays. I miss music festivals. I miss dancing competition, wrestling. My youngest daughter, first wrestling tournament, first practice. My son, I miss all of his stuff. My oldest boy, granted he don't play sports. He has a real tough time with sportsmanship. So until he can get some issues figured out, he was a hell of a good little baseball player. He loved playing it. He was nicknamed Iron Man, which is cool and everything, but he's got some issues to work on. He'll get those issues fixed, and he'll be just fine, whatever fine is. I mean, none of us are fine and normal. But that's the thing. We spend so much time away from home, so everybody in this country, in this world, has what they need. And we're not appreciated by nobody. And we can make a lot of money, but it comes with a big cost. Very big cost. Is it worth it? Gotta have a lot of support, guys. The next time you see a trucker on the road, and you're on the road, and just that man or woman has a family, or whatever gender you identify as. There's so many that I'm not even going to try to think of them all. But if you consider yourself something other than male or female, it's fine. Whatever you are. But there's a lot of us. We have a family. We have friends. We're normal people. We're not smelly, nasty, overweight truck drivers. We're just like you. Except we operate in the deadliest job in North America. It has been proven, and it's been official last year. I think it was official this year or last year that they officially came out and said trucking is the most dangerous job in North America. We have people trying to hijack our loads. We can't carry guns for the most part in our truck. We can carry we have a concealed carry, and we can carry a gun, but some companies don't allow it. Some states, if you get caught carrying a gun in that state, you're blanked. Like New York, if you get caught with a gun in New York, might as well kiss your rear end goodbye. You are going to jail. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. Straight to jail. And it doesn't matter if you have it in the lockbox with the ammunition in a different area. If you have a gun, you're SOL. But a lot of truckers carry guns because a lot of people try hijacking us. But there are a lot of people out here that are bad truckers. There's some really bad people out here. A couple years ago, a Landstar BCO, it may have been more a couple years ago, but when I first started, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I heard a story about a Landstar BCO that was approached by a young lady, a working lady. And this BCO there's something wrong here, because she seemed awfully young. I mean, like teenager. He invited her in the truck. And he I guess long story short, he said, "What the hell's going on?" He said, "You're way too young to be working out here," somewhere in that nature. And I guess at some point the girl explained what was happening. Of course, he never touched her, but he noticed the car the pimp was in and whatnot. And yeah, the guy called the cops. He locked his door. I think he had a gun, and he loaded his gun and stayed in his truck and called the cops and told them where exactly that guy was, that pimp was. And there were 2 more kids in that car that were being forced into prostitution. It's 3 kids, 3 young girls that were saved by a trucker. Now, those 3 families will never forget this trucker. They'll be thankful for the rest of their lives, and I hope those girls are doing good. But truckers against trafficking is a very big thing. Most of us, there are some sick fuckers out here, pardon my French, and I hope YouTube doesn't censor me for that. But there are a lot of sick people out here that do mess around with kids. And unfortunately, there are some in the truck driving world. So not all truckers are good people. But the most of us are. I mean, just like everybody in your community is not always good people, but they are. Come on. Stop. You're being a nuisance. Okay, did you guys see? Come here. Miss Polly only has 2, but if you look, you can see her primary flight feathers. She has 2 on each side that are going out, but the rest of them, it's got a long way to go. Thank you for the kiss. But yeah, you can see her 2 little flight feathers right there. They're blue and they're coming on, so that's pretty cool. But we're just normal people that are underappreciated. So be nice to truckers. Where's that book? I had a book here. Oh, here it is. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit what I've made this year so far in 2020. I've had 8 loads so far. Well, 2 loads I haven't picked up. They're after I drop off tomorrow, I'd pick up another load and then pick up another load. I've already got that booked out. And you're going after my notebook, aren't you little turd? But first load was Reno to Kansas City. And then Kansas City, I deadheaded to Austin, Texas for another load. And then went up to a 2-stopper in Des Moines, Iowa. Sat around for almost a week. Picked up another load in Weaver, Iowa to Santa Fe Springs, California. Picked up another load from Las Vegas that headed from Santa Fe Springs, which is LA area, to New Buffalo, Michigan. And then picked up another load, and I'm going to butcher this name. Malani Falls? Malani? How do you say this stupid name? It's ridiculous. Don't stop biting my notebook. Darn bird. Where is that word? MENOMONNE Falls, Wisconsin to Austin, which is the load I'm on right now. Then I pick up another load in Austin to head to Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. I pick up a deadhead from Fort Gibson back to Austin to pick up another load to head to a 2-stopper in Oklahoma City. I'll be done by this week coming. So, like, for example, the Santa Fe, Weaver, Iowa to Santa Fe, that was an 1,846 mile run. I paid $3,650.30. That's to the truck. That was $1.95 a mile. The next load, this is just telling you guys, I'm Express America. I'm a straight truck. I'm an expedited truck. The Reno to Kansas City was 1,588 miles. Pay was $32.45, $2.04 a mile. The Austin two-stop in Davenport, Iowa was 1,084 miles, $22.21 to the truck, $2.04 a mile. Whatever. Falls, Wisconsin to here in Austin. That's a 29.20 load, $2.42 a mile to the truck. Austin to Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. That's $1,344 to the truck, and that's $3.17 a mile. Really? It's a bird. Come on. Go over there. The deadhead back and then Austin to Oklahoma City. That's $1,548, $3.29 a mile. The Las Vegas to New Buffalo, Michigan. That was $3,523, 1,809 miles, $1.94 a mile. That's what I've got booked up and done so far this year. I've been busier than just busy, when people lie. But all that comes with expenses. I mean, fuel. Fuel's ridiculous. $3.38, $2.79, $2.16, $4.34, $4.44, $3.49, $2.95. Tolls. I mean, expenses. I mean, that's the business. My business is to expand. I have goals, just like everybody else in trucking. Here's some of my goals for this year. That's my goals for this year. That is what I am going to do for this year. And it's dark in here. So, I can't turn this camera around for some reason, but I'm going to show you guys around. Polly sits right here. This is her cage. That's her bed. As you can see, she has her little bed, steps. She has a food bowl up here, a food bowl down there, water boy ball, some toys, rope, and a toy that really makes her mad. And she loves playing with it, as you can see. She has a stick that comes out. And this is my truck. That stick only stays out when we're parked. But this is my work office. So, and of course, the rest of my truck. It's a double bunk. I use that for storage and whatnot. Bed. That's a window over there at the bottom and the top where those black curtains are. Bed. Top bunk. That's a bed too. This was originally a full-size tractor, but it was extended out to a straight truck. So the windows that tractors have to look back when they're doing whatnot, like Peterbilts and other trucks, that's that. That's the bed. Pillows, sleeping bag, other food stuff. Bed. Here. Cover some of this stuff up. Truck. So yeah, that's the truck. Entertainment is right here. Phone. Got a PlayStation, microwave. I do have cooking utensils down here. I don't know how many people are going to watch this. I think I got like 20 views in the last 3 videos I've made. This is really for family and friends. The only subscribers I have are friends, personal friends that I know. Hopefully other people get to watch it. This is a really long video. I'm sorry about that. But just one thing, some things I want to tell you guys and whatnot. I've also started a new program to lose weight and whatnot this year, eating healthy. I am doing dumbbells every day. Now, on my days off, like today, I'm doing twice a days. So I started off losing weight around October time, and I just started eating healthy, but not really eating healthy, but trying to. my fattest was 250 pounds. And, yeah, I was fat. And I started working out January 1st. And between when I started eating healthier to January 1st, I went from 250 something to 203 pounds that I weighed myself on 1/6. Then I weighed myself again on the 13th, and I weighed 194 pounds. I have it written down on my calendar up here. And I weigh myself every Monday. I have a picture I took on the 7th of this year. So I'll be posting that up here soon. Yeah. So I'm down to 194, and hopefully this Monday I'll weigh myself again. I'll be in the 180s, which will be good. My goal is 160, as you've seen. Buy 3 more trucks, work out every day. This fat truck driver can do it, you guys can do it. Again, to all you truckers out there with family and friends, I know we're stubborn sometimes. I know we can be a pain in the butt. I know we don't always call when we should call or communicate as often as we should. But we're sorry. We don't do it intentionally. We love you guys. If you don't know a trucker and you see a trucker, just think that person, what I have on, what I'm carrying with me today, that person, somebody like him or her, or whatever sex you call yourself, is the reason I have it. So, alright guys, well, I'm going to cut this video not short because it's almost 22 minutes. But you guys have a good night. God bless. If you don't believe in God, whichever God you do believe, bless. Hope that God blesses you. Take care of each other. Be friendly. Stop all this hollering and yelling and being ugly to each other. Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. Ladies, whatever gender you want to be. Not everybody sees eye to eye, but doesn't mean you gotta be ugly to them. Don't mean they gotta be ugly to you. And if they be ugly to you, be the bigger person and just, alright, whatever, walk away. Alright, guys? Alright. See you guys. Polly, you want to say something? Where you at? What are you doing? You eating from your top bowl? Polly, you want to say bye? Okay. See you guys.